And now, the nations of the world, brought to you by Yakko Warner.
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Greenland, El Salvador, too, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and still Guatemala, Bolivia, then Argentina, and Ecuador, Chile, Brazil, Costa Rica, Belize, Nicaragua, Bermuda, Bahamas, Tobago, San Juan, Paraguay, Uruguay, Suriname, and French Guiana, Barbados, and Guam. Norway and Sweden and Iceland and Finland and Germany now one piece. Switzerland, Austria, Czechoslovakia, Italy, Turkey and Greece. Poland, Romania, Scotland, Albania, Ireland, Russia, Oman. Bulgaria, Saudi Arabia, Hungary, Cyprus, Iraq and Iran. There's Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, both Yemen, Kuwait and Bahrain. The Netherlands, Luxembourg, Belgium and Portugal, France, England, Denmark and Spain. India, Pakistan, Burma, Afghanistan, Thailand, Nepal and Bhutan, Cambodia, Malaysia, then Bangladesh, Asia and China, Korea, Japan, Mongolia, Laos and Tibet, Indonesia, the Philippine Islands, Taiwan, Sri Lanka, New Guinea, Sumatra, New Zealand, then Borneo and Vietnam, Tunisia, Morocco, Uganda, Angola, Zimbabwe, Djibouti, Botswana, Mozambique, Zambia, Swaziland, Gambia, Guinea, Algeria, Ghana. Burundi, Lesotho, and Malawi, Togo, the Spanish Sahara is gone. Niger, Nigeria, Chad and Liberia, Egypt, Benin and Gabon, Tanzania, Somalia, Kenya and Mali, Sierra Leone and Algier, Dahomey, Namibia, Senegal, Libya, Cameroon, Congo, Zaire, Ethiopia, Guinea-Bissau, Madagascar, Rwanda, Major and Cayman, Hong Kong, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, Yugoslavia, Crete, Mauritania, then Transylvania, Monaco, Liechtenstein, Malta and Palestine, Fiji, Australia, Sudan.
And their capitals.
Okay. Here goes. Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Indianapolis, Indiana, and Columbus is the capital of Ohio. There's Montgomery, Alabama, south of Helena, Montana. Then there's Denver, Colorado, under Boise, Idaho. Texas has Austin, then we go north to Massachusetts, Boston, and Albany, New York. Tallahassee, Florida, and Washington, D.C. Santa Fe, New Mexico, and Nashville, Tennessee. Elvis used to hang out there a lot, you know. Trenton's in New Jersey, north of Jefferson, Missouri. You got Richmond in Virginia, South Dakota has Pierre. Harrisburg's in Pennsylvania, and Augusta's up in Maine. And here is Providence, Rhode Island, next to Dover, Delaware. Concord, New Hampshire, just a quick jaunt to Montpelier, which is up in Vermont. Hartford's in Connecticut, so pretty in the fall. And Kansas has Topeka, Minnesota has St. Paul. Juneau's in Alaska, and there's Lincoln in Nebraska, and it's Raleigh out in North Carolina, and then there's Madison, Wisconsin, and Olympia in Washington, Phoenix, Arizona, and Lansing, Michigan. Here's Honolulu, Hawaii's a joy, Jackson, Mississippi, and Springfield, Illinois, South Carolina with Columbia down the way, and Annapolis in Maryland on Chesapeake Bay. They have wonderful clam chowder. Cheyenne is in Wyoming, and perhaps you make your home in Salt Lake City out in Utah where the buffalo roam. Atlanta's down in Georgia, and there's Bismarck, North Dakota, and you can live in Frankfort in your old Kentucky home. Salem in Oregon, from there we join. Little Rock in Arkansas, Iowa's got Des Moines, Sacramento, California, Oklahoma and its city, Charleston, West Virginia, and Nevada, Carson City. That's all the capitals there are. Huh?
Oh, I'm so sorry. You failed to put your response in the form of a question. Yakko?
Yes, Miss Flamille?
I want you to multiply 47 times 83.
Sounds like a song cue to me.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, yes, it does. Hit it, hurry! 7 times 3 is 21, which, as you know, is just 2 tens plus 1, and so we put the 1 right here, and we carry the 2 1 left to the top of the tens place right next door, and we put it on top of the number 4, which is really 4 tens that we multiply times 3 in the ones place, and that's why we now have 12, which we add to the 2 that we carry to get 14. See how easy that was? Oh, it's multiplication, it's math education. Hey, Albert Einstein said that it's so easy to do. It's simple, it's breezy, it's fun and it's easy. Just buy a calculator, you can multiply too. And now the second digit. 7 times 8 is 56, which, as you know, is just 5 tens plus 6, and so we put the 6 right here in the tens place left of the 1, carry the 5 like we did before to the top of the tens place next to the 4, then multiply that 4 times 8 to get 32. See, isn't this great? Then we add the 5 that we carried before to get 37, then add once more straight down to get 3,901. Isn't this swell? Oh, let's give multiplication a standing ovation. Isaac Newton multiplied a couple times 2, times 2, times 2, times 2. It's simple, it's breezy, it's fun and it's easy. So buy a calculator and study this stuff later. Maybe someday you can multiply numbers 2, 3, 4, 5. Recess!
Now, Yakko Warner sings all of the words in the English language.
Aardvark, a baiting, a pet abdicating, a band and a base and a breast. A blaze and ablution, abhor and abusion, abbreviate, abby, obsessed. Abduct and ablation, abridge and abrasion, abash and abrupt and a bride. Abscond and absentia, absent abstentia, abdomen ably abide. Abominable, abrogate, absolute, absent, absorbent, abstention, abstraction. Absurd and abundant, abusive, abutment, acacia, academy, action. A seed and a cost and accept and a cross and a company, acre, accord. Accomplish, account and accrue and amount, acrimonious, active, adored. Adrenaline, adulate, adder and advocate, advertise, adverse, abrade. Advice, adversarial, advent and aerial, affluent, after, afraid.
Well, there it is. Yakko Warner now well underway in singing all the words in the English language. I'm Dot Warner. With me is Dick Button. Dick, a good start?
Oh, yes, Dot. A marvelous start to what is a difficult routine.
Stay tuned, and we'll be back to bring you the whole thing.
Level and levity, loot and longevity, libel, libation, lanai. Lithium, litigate, legal, legitimate, liberty, levy and lie.
Welcome back. Yakko's now at the L's as he tries to sing all the words in the English language. A slight mistake at the F's. Here's what it looked like.
Facial and faction and fractal and fraction and fraudulent, fragrant, frappe. Frankincense, frankincense, shoot, yada yada, flambe.
Now that mistake could have proved costly for Yakko, but he recovered beautifully.
Now let's watch as Yakko continues with the L's.
Libation and libertine, limited, limousine, limpid and limbo and lime. Lima and lipid and literature, liquid and listing and liter and line. There's lobby and loading and loathsome and loaning and logo and then locomotion. There's lotus and lottery, lobo, lobotomy, logic and loosen and lotion. Lozenge and lumber and lucky and lover and lullaby, lumber and Luke. Luster and luscious and lunatic, lustrous and lurking and lunar and loot.
Yakko's now about halfway through all the words in the English language. Dick Button and I will be back with more.
Zachary, Zanzibar, Zappian, Zamadar, Zillion and zip code and Zen. Zany and zoning and seal and zirconium, zodiac, zombie, Zayin.
Yakko Warner now moments away from having sung all the words in the English language. Dick Button, is he going to make it?
If it was anyone else, I'd say no. But he's young, he's resilient, we'll just have to see.
Zigging and zagging and zealous and zebra and zenith and zap and zephyr. Zeppelin and zipper and zephyr and zither, then zinc and zombini and zoo and zucchini and zulu and zorro, then zit and zamoro and zero and zoom and...
Guess not.
Wait. Zaire. Hi-ho, do you know the names of the U.S. residents who then became the presidents and got a view from the White House Lou of Pennsylvania Avenue?
George Washington was the first you see. He once chopped down a cherry tree.
President number 2 would be John Adams, and then number 3.
Tom Jefferson stayed up to write a declaration late at night, so he and his wife had a great big fight, and she made him sleep on the couch all night.
James Madison never had a son, and he fought the War of 1812.
James Monroe's colossal nose was bigger than Pinocchio's.
John Quincy Adams was number 6, and it's Andrew Jackson's butt he kicks. So Jackson learns to play politics. Next time he's the one that the country picks.
Martin Van Buren, number 8 for a one-term shot as chief of state.
William Harrison, how do you praise? That guy was dead in 30 days.
John Tyler, he liked country folk.
And after him came President Polk.
Zachary Taylor liked to smoke. His breath killed friends whenever he spoke.
1850, really nifty, Millard Fillmore's in.
Young and fierce was Franklin Pierce, the man without a chin.
Follows next a period spanning 4 long years with James Buchanan. Then the South starts shooting cannon, and we got a civil war.
A war down south of Dixie.
Up to bat comes old Abe Lincoln.
There's a guy who's really thinking.
Kept the United States from shrinking, saved a ship of state from sinking.
Andrew Johnson's next. He had some slight defects.
Congress each would impeach.
And so the country now elects
Ulysses Simpson Grant, who would scream and rave and rant.
While drinking whiskey, oh, the risky, cause he'd spill it on his pants.
It's 1877 and the Democrats would gloat, but they're all amazed when Rutherford Hayes wins by just 1 vote.
James Garfield someone really hated cause he was assassinated.
Chester Arthur gets instated, 4 years later he was traded.
For Grover Cleveland, really fat, elected twice as a Democrat. Then Benjamin Harrison, after that is William McKinley at the bat.
Teddy Roosevelt charged up San Juan Hill.
And President Taft, he got the bill.
In 1913, Woodrow Wilson takes us into World War I. Warren Harding next in line.
It's Calvin Coolidge, he does fine.
And then in 1929, the market crashes and we fight.
It's Herbert Hoover's big debut. He gets the blame and loses too.
Franklin Roosevelt, president who helped us win in World War II.
Harry Truman, weird little human, serves 2 terms and when he's done.
It's Eisenhower who's got the power from 53 to 61.
John Kennedy had Camelot, then Lyndon Johnson took his spot.
Richard Nixon, he gets caught, and Gerald Ford fell down a lot.
Jimmy Carter liked campaign trips.
And Ronald Reagan's speeches, scripts all came from famous movie clips. And President Bush said, read my lips.
Now in Washington, D.C.,
There's Democrats in the GOP.
But the ones in charge are plain to see.
the Clintons, Bill and Hillary.
The next president to lead the way, well, it just might be yourself one day. Then the press will distort everything you say. So jump in your plane and fly away.